Maya he, Maya ho, Maya ha, Maya ha.
The ozone, or that, I suppose that's just ozone. Like adding a "the" adds,
Yeah,
a "the" to it.
Thanks to Lord Senile, we now know that was.
Now remember, I guess, in all fairness,
it is true.
When it was new and before it had been beaten to death by the internet, I thought that Dragostadine Te was a pretty reasonably good song, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
There's such a thing as too much of a good thing, but
that's the ozone.
We are.
Yeah, Fester.
In Fester Blatt's Cyberware Emporium here.
Now I'll be curious to see if he's got the same voice as I did.
The past few years have been no kinder to Fester than all the previous ones. He still has that nasal cavity molded look with no discernible skeletal features.
Cool.
Fester's from a rare rhinosupial species where the babies are born but climb into their parents' cavernous noses, where they continue to grow until they fall out from their sheer weight, or from a real good sneeze from their parental unit.
Horrible. Just horrible.
Well,
we did speak to him last week, but let's see what else
did we?
Or did we?
Howdy, stranger. The name's
Yes.
Blatz.
Perfect.
Esther Blatz. Welcome to Implants and Stuff. Go ahead. Have a look around at some of the most interesting replacement body components this lovely planetoid has to offer.
I approve.
A nice fresh sales pitch.
I completely approve of that.
Go ahead and look around, partner. I'll be glad to answer any questions you might have about my fine line of merchandise. Yes, sirree. Have a look.
Shall we have a look?
Yeah, let's have a look at this shit.
Solid Young Frankenstein reference here.
Abby.
What's special about this Abby Normal guy?
That's
Solid.
solid.
Good night, Mr. Feldman, wherever you are.
Solid Young Frankenstein reference. At least that is actually a movie that's kind of stood the test of time somewhat.
It was good. I have a soft spot in my heart for Mel Brooks and his oeuvre.
That's what I mean. Like, it's way better than Delta Burke. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, like, you gotta wonder. I mean, we talk about the whiteboard and the circling and all that bullshit, but like, somebody really thought that was like the hill to die on in this game's
right? Like, yeah, sorry. Just adjusting my mic here. Ugh.
It's cool.
Things are out of control. You can edit that out.
Let's check the brain with airbag.
It looks a lot more detailed than it did in Space Quest 4, that's for sure.
Or whatever that is.
What can be said that isn't painfully obvious? This one's labeled fresh. By the looks of things around here, fresh is a very relative term.
Them syringes you can use with lidocaine if you got some. Sometimes you gotta give old Butch a jump start right at first.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So, let's,
The drawers seem to be crammed with Mahdi's plug-in modification implants and the various adapters necessary to make them work universally.
Mahdi's.
Fester has quite a collection of these, which is surprising. The sale of those things was banned years ago.
Well, let's give him the good old Callahan Mahdi here. Also, it was brought to my attention, I believe, also by Lord Senile, although I'm not looking at the chat log to remember for sure, that the Callahan Mahdi most likely is a reference to way back when we first met Nigel, and he was like, do you feel lucky, punk? Do ya? Although it would have been great if they had if they had maybe said that his Mahdi was defective or something like that, and he should send it back to get it fixed, and that would have tied all this shit together and actually felt a little bit
right
clever.
I I believe that was Red Shirt Veteran that pointed that out.
Red Shirt Veteran, thank you very much for the fan theory that is probably right.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe isn't right, but should be right.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's give away some evidence.
Hello there, Mr. Blatz. I think I have something you might be interested in.
Think so, hey?
Oh, I really think you'll find it interesting.
Ooh. Why, I'd love to take that off your hands. Of course, you realize that it's illegal to sell those, but I could trade you for something. Look around and see what interests you.
I could really use a cyberspace jack.
Tell you what, I'll trade you for one of those fine specimens in the case. What do you say?
No, I want the jack or it's no deal.
Oh, now take it easy, Sonny. I think we can do business.
Okay.
I'm glad you see it my way. It's been a pleasure. Take care, Fester. I gotta fly.
Okay.
All right, there we go.
We did it.
Yay, success!
See, that.
You're right there, man. Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
get
I'm
it,
good.
but
No, I'm good. I'm just trying to.
well, this is an entertainment channel. Just
That's a prostitute from Total Recall. I am almost positive now.
yeah, or at least inspired thereby. She may not be here. Yeah, when we were.
Ah, she's gone. Are you not entertained, people?
Are you not entertained?
The triple X Files. That's pretty good. See, like, I get it, man. When you're making games in a time period, you don't know what's gonna stick.
Yeah.
Like,
that's why just pop culture references and popular memes and stuff like that. If you're gonna shove that shit into your video game, you should probably make sure that it's well hidden enough, or in an innocuous enough location that it's not going to
there was a
just
very
be super dated.
yeah, there's a very good chance the X-Files was just not gonna make it. There's a good chance that was just not gonna be a thing.
Yeah,
so...
although by now I think that it had enough seasons that it was almost definitely relevant enough that people would
Yeah.
remember it. Although maybe the next generation after us may not have watched it. Sculler and Muldy.
Sculler and Muldy. All right, where are we going now?
I gotta transport back up to the ship.
Scully, Wilder. I loved X-Files.
It's a transport signaler.
I couldn't get enough of that show.
It was a good show.
I saw Chris Carter once live.
Doing stand-up?
Yeah. The creator of the show doing stand-up. Yeah, I got a picture of him. Yeah. I don't want to talk about it, though.
Excuse me while I start talking about this thing and then walk it all the way back.
Nah, it's just more fun. It's more fun to imagine what I was doing. Then the truth is just really boring.
What may I do for you, sir?
Just sitting at a restaurant nearby or some shit like that.
I was at Comic-Con New York.
That also makes sense.
He was doing a thing.
What may
I
I do
ran
for
into
you,
him
sir?
outside. I took a picture of him, and I said hi.
Mhm.
And
That makes sense.
it was weird that I took a picture of him. It was weird. Now that I think about it.
Was he okay with it, at least?
I think so, but, I don't know. It was a weird...
Did you ask, or did you just, paparazzi that shit?
He was surrounded by people. He was talking to people, so I paparazzi.
I mean, at Comic-Con and so on, I feel like it's slightly more acceptable.
He wasn't even David Duchovny or Gillian Anderson, but I probably would have died if I saw either of those two. It was goddamn Chris Carter. You know. Wow, we're back here.
Yeah, back at Delta Burke Salon.
Delta Burke Salon.
Fantastic.
The like when you think about it, there hasn't been a 30-minute stretch where Delta Burke has not been referenced since the start of this game.
No. Definitely not. Oh. I love a good Delta Burke reference.
Just as much as the next guy.
Just as much as the next guy, you know? Yeah. I should go into work tomorrow and ask if anybody knows who Delta Burke is.
It would be a good litmus test.
Yeah.
He seems to be busy with his experiments.
Good.
And Delta Burke, for the record, if you are a fan of our show for some reason.
Yeah, you and Jenna Elfman.
You and Jenna Elfman watching our show together, then, God, making Jenna Elfman references.
Together, wow, okay.
Yeah.
That's one hell of a headcanon we got going on there, but...
That's an interesting idea.
Cyber functions.
Cyber function.
Space Jack.
Whoa.
That's how the internet works.
Did you just get zapped to the superhighway?
The information superhighway.
Information's, that's what
Remember
it is.
when they used to call it the information superhighway?
God, do I.
I don't know when the last time is that I've heard that term.
I remember when I thought like information superhighway sounded better to me than the World Wide Web.
Yeah,
That's quite a leap. You'd be able to clear it if you could get a running start, but you can't run in this game, only walk. In this space quest, you can't switch to sprint.
Salt.
Jesus, yeah.
I mean, this game is a pretty salty game.
High sodium content.
High sodium content. I actually said the other day, which really dated me, that I just need to go on and surf the net for a sec. I literally said those words. I said those words.
Hey, free birdseed, and so conveniently placed under a huge boulder, too.
Nice.
I felt...
Forget it. You don't resemble that bird. Well, except for the pin feathers in those chicken legs of yours.
I felt really bad about saying it, honestly. I immediately regretted it. Surf the net? God damn.
Cool. Cyber cacti.
You know what, though? Like, that still doesn't sound that bad. Like, it could be worse. Right?
Crawling the web.
Oh. Remember Web Crawler?
Yeah, I certainly do.
Oh, man.
When, like, that was the best heuristic tool we had before, like, Google was around.
Oh, yeah. Netscape
I remember when people actually used Yahoo as, like, a search engine.
Yeah. When, like, there was so many search engines. Like, there was just, like, everybody had a search engine, like.
Yeah, Yahoo.
There's probably like 6 or 7
Lycos.
mainstream ones.
Yeah, Alta Vista,
InfoSeek.
Ask Jeeves, InfoSeek. Oh my god. Dogpile.
Dogpile? There was another one with a dog. What was it? I feel like it started with a Z
It was a fetch. Like, wasn't it like a I don't know. Those were heady days.
Heady.
Heady.
Very heady days.
So heady. The headiness was off the charts.
There's also
like
the smaller players in the search engine market, like Magellan.
God, Magellan. I was a big proponent of Netscape Navigator. I always tried to keep them up to date. Hey, you did it!
Did.
For those of you who aren't paying attention, that's a stop sign.
I seem to recall Yahoo was like also an initialism for or an acronym for like yet another heuristic operated something or other.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like somehow it was one of the few that survived.
Yeah, you can still go and make yourself a Yahoo Mail right now if you want.
I have a Yahoo Mail account, and you can do it right now if you really want to. So,
just please don't take
information superhighway.
Please don't take level 0 NPCs at Yahoo. Or do
The
whatever.
screwdriver lies on the ground, probably discarded by the malcontent who vandalized the sign.
I mean, the only official level 0 NPC web email address is level0npcs@gmail. So
Yeah, that's true.
because we're not savages. We also we have level0npcs.com as well.
That's true. Do we have an email set up through there? I don't even know.
We do. We have Luke and Matt at level0npcs.com. So if you want to send fan mail, you know where to send
It
it.
feels slightly gritty.
Send me all
You
your
suppress
fan
an
mail.
urge to dust it.
This is definitely the series to get people to send fan mail.
In both cases, it redirects to level0npcs@gmail.com and adds a label to who it's for.
All right. So what are we doing in here?
It's a BFT 9000 Cyber Earth mover.
Neat.
A blue sky complete with moon is visible above the fog of cyberspace. This seems to be the contractor's office for the information superhighway. It's not too congested.
Okay, so I'm going to give credit where credit is due. This is kind of a clever idea.
Yeah, sure. I don't disagree with you.
And it's actually executed okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. I know I give this game a lot of shit, but this is fine.
So, once again, Space Quest 6 sometimes has good ideas.
Yeah. Right. Can you
but
go in the office
that's all the time that we have.
Oh,
for today,
shit.
so.
Look at that. It's the first time
episode.
I've ever lost track of time. It didn't go, hey, are we out of time? See, that's a good sign. That means we're doing something right. Join us next time, everybody, and when we'll break into the office or the portable John there, or the
Porta-John of the Information Superhighway.
Yeah,
Pojo.
the Pojo. Yeah.
Until then,
you
don't
next,
forget
everybody.
to bookmark and increment our traffic ticker on our website.
And
I'm trying to. I'm reaching for ancient fucking.
Be sure to check us out on Angel Fire and GeoCities.
and our tripod site.
Our tripod site.
And remember, if you want to save our under construction GIF, just right click. No, wait, that won't work. Never mind, you're screwed.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.